Happy Sunday. It is Phyllis Serene Raleigh, and I am on the train to Bangkok this afternoon. And it's been a hectic few days, and it's been an exciting few days of just being in the flow and in that creative flow of just watching beauty and things happen. And just had our first full moon party on the farm, and it was just magical with laser lights on the plants and the color, and it's exciting. So if you're in Chiang Mai, I invite you to come out to the farm when we have events. And I was told to honor the new moon and the full moon, so I'm on it, and I'm trying to do something at least once a week on the farm to bring in community and remind us how we need each other and how supporting one another is how we're going to get through this next phase of our existence on the planet. Because it just gets tougher, and you can turn on any other news channel and see a fight anywhere. And so we need the stories of how do we all get along, how do we make peace. And we're doing the same work with you, and having to face those issues and work on my own shit as I go through it. This trip was always part of it, and it was exciting. It was nervous because I really hadn't planned anything other than I got to get out of the country and do the visa run, and wasn't quite sure where I was going to go, and I had the ticket to the border and was going to decide when I get there. So we'll see where we're going. But today, I really wanted to talk about ego and how, in my opinion, it has been suppressed to the point where it has extremes. And when I mean that, I mean we either suppress our ego and focus on the other outside of ourselves because we feel bad focusing on ourselves, or that we solely focus on ourselves to the point where we're calling it narcissistic. And unfortunately, we live in a culture and a time that these tools help us to focus on self. You know, you buy your cell phone camera based on how good the selfie lens is, and it's usually better than the forward lens going. So we are becoming myopic, while we move along this journey of self and self-knowledge. And one of the things I learned when I was at the Santa Daime Church doing an ayahuasca ceremony about ego, and that gave me an amazing experience of being able to ride my ego like a horse. And part of it was the exhilaration of achieving big goals, and that, wow, this is amazing, and wow, how cool is this? The other part was, wow, how alone I stand on my own 2 feet, feeling the singularity of being, if I might, of that, what is going on in this one existence that can have all of these amazing experiences and still think you're alone or lonely or you're not going to make it or your life has no purpose. You know, one of the things that I learned many years ago is that not one day of my life has been wasted, and that each day, no matter how difficult or how exhilarating it is planned or destined by moi. And that though I may think I have all the choice in the world, it is still up to me to use this energy and focus it. So when I mean conquer the will, I mean focusing on, don't let it run off in just the pat on the back. Let it go deeper and go, okay, but how are we doing? And that's where radical honesty comes in. And instinctual, trusting your gut, because you can make your own self sick by lying to yourself. So we can't afford to do that in this stage of the game. And one of the things I am grateful for is the 12 years as a missionary, and all I had to do was read. I wasn't even masturbating, so I was like, well, let's keep reading, and reading everything I could about the allegories of the Bible, all 1,800 plus of them. Unfortunately, only 300 of those stories have been verified and had the actual facts shown about them, but they're allegories, and I am often referring back to some of those allegories and looking at some of those lessons. So the ego is the story that has shown up many a time in, I can't think of his name, Onan, and his masturbation story. We've been told that it was a selfish focus on himself. When really, deeper down, as you pull some layers of the story, he didn't want to have the responsibility of taking on another wife and kids. And so he spilled the seed to save his money, basically. It wasn't about getting off, it was about saving his money. Still a selfish act. And the heart wasn't in it to support and give out to others. So that's the part of the allegory that I think is really important to hang on to in that story. And so as we look at ego, we see where it has gotten in our way. And I got to tell you a story. I get excited about offering new things that I think is cool. And a friend of mine has, and this has happened a few times, like any product, I go, ooh, I like it. And I will buy some inventory and go, okay, I can sell it because I love it. And then it breaks, I lose it, it falls apart by the time I get through this inventory, and I go, it didn't move as fast as I thought it would. And I don't have the excitement to focus on it like I should. So it's kind of a side gig thing. And I'm like, why do I keep doing that? I waste more money doing that kind of stuff, and I need to learn how to stop that. But in the moment of the energy, I'm like, oh, I can help someone else, and it'll be a good thing for me too. And it's in that kind of forward thinking and what's in it for me that feels good, and I want to follow up on that. So I think by giving and helping, it'll automatically be a good thing for me. And that we've been taught about the law of reciprocity, and that it's supposed to work that way. Well, sometimes it don't. So you gotta make up a new law. And the programs that we've been raised with don't always fit, and also the cliches or the little one-liners, and so I like to challenge those and think about those again. As I've been thinking about ego and going, you need to tame it, you need to make use of it, and use it to get yourself out of bed. Use your ego to think of the big thoughts you want to achieve and the goals that you can dream much bigger. And I'm grateful for my father for teaching me dream first class, because that's all you, baby. That's as far and as limitless as you can make it. So what are you going to dream about? How big can you dream? My ego has a good time here, and it should, because it is in a space of, okay, I want to heal as many bodies as I can, as much of the space of my holodeck, my reality, as I can, especially me. And I know as I do that, it works for everybody, and it does. I heal myself, it heals the world in one way or another. So it has been a gift to use this tool to go, yes, I can turn on a camera and look at myself and make the stories that hopefully you'll relate to, and share those experiences that will draw you to try something new, think bigger, dream larger. I want to play the game of how big can you dream. I remember my ex saying to me on the dystopian viewpoint, a lot of us maybe sit around a room thinking about the 1% going, well, how bad can they be? They're kind of like us. But yet, there are those that are sitting around a room going, well, how bad can we be? So when you know that, and I see it's getting a little dark and I got a little light shine, sorry about that. This is what's going to be. It's a little light. And it's how you think of things. What do you want to bring to the table? What do you want to say about your life? What did you accomplish this lifetime? And remember, you get to that end of the life, if this is your last video you ever see, don't go to the white light. It's a Pleiadian trap. Gotta watch those benevolent beings who say they're here to help us. Test. Use your instinct. Trust your instinct. Trust your animals. Their instinct is better than humans. So learn to use that instinct for real challenging of what you're here for, what you're here to accomplish, what you're here to remember, All right, 10 minutes. Namaste, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all. Hey, oh, just to remind you, Patreoners, my Patreon family, Tuesdays are for you. I have new videos and new goodies for you. I can't wait to tell you about that. We're developing the muse and that creative flow, though, that for the 20% that know that's how you succeed. That's how you succeed. Get the encouragement you need, get the support you need to get that going and tell your story, which is the hero's journey. All of us are on the hero's journey. Secondly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends. It is through your patronage that I'm able to continue to do what I get supported on. So that's how it works. I'm not doing the commercials on here, as you notice, because I find them annoying, and I'd rather just do directs and not do that indirect and annoy you with little boxes. I've gotten good to where I don't notice them anymore, but it is an annoyance we don't need. So if you would be so kind, and even a thank you, I got a little thank you on my Patreon, a one-time gift. I sure appreciate it. Thank you. And then on Thursday, Ask a Phyllis Thursday, and a phyllis is the newest leaf on a plant, the newest growth. That's what a phyllis is. It's a Greek word, and I like all things new. So I would invite you to hit me up with a question. I'll be on for an hour. I haven't nailed down the time. It's usually in the afternoons, Bangkok time, but I'll try to be consistent. I'm trying to get later in the evening so I can catch my American friends as well, but I haven't figured that one out yet. So look for it on Thursday. I'll give an hour notice and a heads up, but thank you. Namaste. Bless you. Let's check out Thailand. Oh, isn't that beautiful, y'all? That's beautiful. I'm in a first class car too, by the way. It's kind of cool, the old school cars, and you get your own air conditioned vents and lighting, even though they've locked up the toilet, so I'm gonna have to go down the hall for that. And I'm gonna fast on Monday, so it is Moon Day, and good day to work and celebrate the things you love. So namaste.